Now, activists and families of captives held in Gaza are protesting outside the headquarters of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's Likud party in Tel Aviv. Another group of demonstrators are heading towards the residency of the defense minister in central Israel. Protesters are demanding an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and the release of the captives. Now, on Wednesday, captives' families held in Gaza marched along Israel's border with the Gaza Strip, calling for their release. Demonstrators oppose the government's plan to seize Gaza City, fearing it will put the lives of their relatives, as well as soldiers, at risk. Let's speak to Mr. Gideon Levy, a columnist for the Israeli newspaper Haaretz, joining us live now from Tel Aviv. Thank you for speaking to Al Jazeera. Now, Netanyahu has ordered an acceleration of a timeline to take over Gaza City. We're seeing the beginnings of that operation. Why is that?
Why is that? Because the Israeli Prime Minister and the Israeli government shows that they have no intention to put an end to the war. There is no other way to explain it. There is a Hamas offer on the table, and Israel didn't even discuss it yet. So either they want to put more pressure on Hamas, which I'm not sure is very, very probable, or they're really serious about reconquering Gaza City, pushing all the people of the city, over 1 million people, to the south, and then offer them to leave the Gaza Strip, which is called only in one name. That's the beginning of an ethnic cleansing of Gaza.
Mr. Levy, I mean, what are the risks, do you think, to Israel with this Gaza City takeover? Because there's a lot of backlash within Israel towards this.
No, this is not the risk. The main risk is, first of all, operative. I don't know how many fighters are still in Gaza and what kind of ammunition and weapons do they have. Will it turn into another bloodbath? I'm not sure. But above all, what will be with Israel in the world? I mean, it is already now performing as a pariah state. What will the world say if Israel will continue now the war instead of putting an end to it? And above all, what is the goal of all this? Where are we aiming? Meanwhile, within Israel, I see that there is a lot of protest, but very little refusal to serve the army. And that's really astonishing. People go to the army knowing that there is no goal or reasonable purpose or legal purpose or legitimate purpose to this war, and continue to serve in the army. Unexplainable.
And Mr. Levy, I mean, we've seen the public outcry through the protests recently, including a general strike wanting this war to end. The protesters, the captives' families, the opposition coming out saying they want a ceasefire deal, the military against the takeover of Gaza City. Why do you think Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu isn't listening to what seems like the overwhelming majority opinion in Israel at the moment? End the war, bring back the captives home.
First of all, we don't know if it's a majority, Sarah, but that's in any case not his political base. His political base supports him and supports the continuance of the war and wants to see Gaza surrendering, bleeding, and even Jewish in a certain stage. That's his political base. Now, the protest is very impressive, but not very effective. He learned to ignore it, and until now, he easily ignored it because, as I said, it's not his political base. Same, by the way, about the international community. A lot of anger, a lot of frustration, a lot of condemnations, and no actions.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Gideon Levy, a columnist for the Israeli newspaper Haaretz. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Sarah.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.